Good evening. I want to be your next full-time Benton County prosecuting attorney. People frequently ask me how I get so many things done. Between family, work, community activities, I'm always busy. I accomplish a lot because of my passion to serve others. That passion has been shaped by my experiences in small towns. Anyone who has grown up or lived in a small town has John Cougar Mellencamp to thank for putting us on the map. He said, "I was born in a small town and I live in a small town. My hometown is smaller than Hamden." John sang, "I was taught the fear of Jesus in a small town. My mother raised me in church. I graduated from a Jesuit college whose motto was 'Let your light shine.' I currently am active in the MacArthur United Methodist Church." John said, "Educated in a small town. I went to an elementary school where 2 grades shared 1 teacher. I was the first of my family to graduate from college, let alone law school. I'm a proud product of Appalachia. I've got nothing against the big towns, but my bed is in a small town. It is this love for our small towns and my professional experiences that make me your best choice for this job. People will say that I don't have enough experience necessary to be a prosecutor. I disagree. I've successfully represented a number of people with less resources, staff, and investigative tools at my disposal than any prosecutor. If I can do more with less, then I can do anything. I have stood with 30-year-old parents as they surrender their child to the state, not because they abused that child, but because they could not provide for that child. If I can do that with grace, I can do anything. I have successfully saved people's homes from foreclosure. If I can do that with an eye towards detail, I can do anything. I have compassionately obtained civil protection orders for victims of heinous acts. If I can do that without becoming cynical, I can do anything. I have recommended that children be removed from homes that were harmful. If I can be there when they're taken away from their parents, I can do anything. As your prosecutor, I intend to accomplish a return to the fair and full prosecution of crimes. I further intend to discuss with the Sheriff's Office and the courts the use of 2-way video to decrease transportation costs for prisoners. I also want to provide more victim services and participate in programs for our children. I plan to prosecute more tax foreclosures over the next 2 years. The practice of law is not about numbers. It's about faces. The practice of law is not about muscle. It's about fairness. The practice of law is not about being smart. It's about hard work. I learned this so very early on in my career. I had a contested adoption against an attorney who had probably been practicing as long as I had been alive. I knew my case. I worked hard. I won. I won that case not because I was smarter, not because I dressed better, but because I worked harder. The practice of law is certainly not about being arrogant. It is one of the most humbling experiences in the world. But for my small town life, my passion, and the skills that I have been graced with, I too would be no more than an Appalachian statistic. Thank you.